Yo, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy Huncho. Back at it again with another YouTube video. It's been a while, but I'm gonna be going over the trade that we took today on SPY and how we got this play. So we took 685 calls. This was at 10:13 a.m. and we got this in the morning. I did take some plays in the morning as well myself after the pre-market plan that I post every morning. If you're on my Discord, you should make sure you always read this every morning because I'm always mentioning important key levels, and majority of the times these are A plus scenarios that you can really work to be patient with and allow them to play out for you to actually enter a play instead of looking for, playing within the range and such, and getting caught in the chop or getting reversed on due to lack of patience and uncertainty. So you don't want to be in that scenario. You want to wait for these triggers. It's very important for that if you really want to see clarity and success in your trading. All right. So the analysis I posted this morning, which was I said I was watching for a dip to 679.69 for a bounce calls. Right. Also interested in a dip to VWAP. If that didn't work out, I would look for a hold. Dip to VWAP to go long. But I needed uh, some form of pullback, all right, for me to actually enter calls. I said I like calls that open if strength holds, all right. My scenario was I'm looking for some upside, all right, and that's exactly what happened. We got some nice movement at open, nice flush to our 679 key zone right here, holding it to this zone, grab calls, rode it all the way up to our next key pivot 682.18, and that was a good play of ours. Everybody that took that, you banked. I was pretty hesitant on alerting this one because I just would like to see initial moves occur for me to actually get an idea of where the market's headed to next, instead of getting into plays. Even though for me, I know how to manage them, but many others are really uncertain and uncomfortable. Get pretty nervous when you don't really know where the market's going to do, at open or the for the day. All right, so that's important to do is just wait for the initial move to get that A plus entry. All right, so why did we get in calls? We got in at 10:13, so this was right around here. Got into calls because we had to move to the upside, and we held back and we were holding above the key pivot. Okay, so this once we closed above the key pivot, I was in calls, and immediately the next candle we got a nice 60% instantly paid there. Where's it at? Yep, 60%. It's immediately paid, which was great. Great area to take profits if you did. And then I held my runners above the key pivot, and this went way over 150%. These went over like 250%, but I took my profits here at at the key pivot 684.50. That was at 150%. Took my took my bags, called it a day, and yeah, that was it. Didn't really move much up above the key pivot. You could have definitely held runners, but then we got a nice move to the downside as well. Now, why did I go calls? Okay, let me tell you guys. One of the things I learned, this is going to be some psychology. All right, this is probably not going to make sense to some of you because you guys are used to just being taught. Guys, look, fair value gaps, pattern chart. See here, yeah, equal lows, equal highs. Look, guys, that crap doesn't work. Okay, it works, but you know what I mean. It doesn't work. Okay, when it comes to news, when it comes to market manipulation, when it comes to personality, the stock movement, what really allows you to bank in these type of days is screen time and price action experience. When you have watched SPY for years and years on the daily basis, you understand these scenarios and understand how to bank. Everybody saw yesterday and was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a fake bounce. We're all going to just keep going down. Market has to crash. Horrible weak market. Psych. Knowing that Trump is going to speak today, you actually think he's going to speak negative on the market? All right? This is all a video game, fellas. This is a video game. It doesn't care about numbers. It doesn't care about levels. It doesn't care about chart patterns, bull flag, bear flag. Oh, look at the 4 hour candle. Screw that crap. Okay? Just play the setup. All right? Play where it's telling you to go. That's it. Stop trying to fade. So many times I see people, and this is a problem. If you're a person entering the day thinking that you know where the market's supposed to be, you're going to get screwed because the market doesn't care. It's going to do what it's going to do. You either play with it or get smoked. Telling you out of experience and from the big dogs that I've been around with. All right? It's that simple. You might not understand what I'm saying, but you will in the long run. Just think about that. But yeah, guys. I mean, we got this leak to the downside yesterday. Yesterday, obviously, it was pretty weak in my opinion. Kind of got smoked a little bit yesterday, but we were able to get our bags back at the end of the day. But we had this important key zone here, the 670-650, held in the pre-market, showed a lot of signs of strength from that key zone. So this was going to be our next area of interest that we're going to be watching for a hold to continue to see more move to the upside. And that's what we got. We just played with it, okay? And unless you got puts up here, you're gonna keep getting wrecked if you were continue fading this move. And then towards the afternoon, bang, another high. So yeah, guys, market's back to its motion. Right now, we don't really know where it's gonna go. I could potentially see we could probably go back to up to 690, see some consolidation back in this range. But yeah, fellas, that's what we got to play. Just to get high probability setups, allowing our levels to tell us where to go. Okay, that's it. We're above it. Respect it. Don't fade. And that's the name of the game, fellas. So, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type me in the chat. And yeah, if you haven't joined the Discord, follow me on Twitter at HunchoNet. Discord link in the bio. We trade SPY, IWM, QQQ. It's all completely free. Levels insight from six-figure traders. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.